Good morning students. Today I am going to teach 10th maths continuation of arithmetic progression, that is continuation of the previous video. So first question, how many 2-digit numbers are divisible by 3? So you have to find how many 2-digit numbers are there which are divisible by 3. So 2-digit number starts from where? 10. So we'll write first which and all. 10 is not divisible by 3. So which term is divisible by 3 after 10? 12 is divisible by 3, right? 12, 15, right? AP. 12, 15, 18, etc. So much is there. We cannot write everything. And the last term we'll write. What is the last 2-digit number? 99, right? So whether 99 is divisible by 3? Yes, right. 99 is divisible by 3. After that 100, that becomes 3-digit number. So don't consider that. So till 99. So we want how many digits? The first term, second term, third. So how many digits are there? Here we have put extra, right? So that we have to find. So we'll write which and all we got. A is 12. D is second term minus first term. 15 minus 2, 12. How much? D. D equals to 3. So we know last term what is that? AN. AN is equals to 99. So what we have to find here? N. N we don't know which term it is. So N we have to find. Next, AN is equals to A plus N minus 1 into D. Substitute all the terms here. AN means 99. A is 12 plus N we don't know, right, as it is N minus 1. D is 3. Next, 99 is equals to 12 plus, multiply this 3 to inside the both terms. So it becomes 3n minus 3 ones are 3. Take the bracket now, plus 3n plus minus minus 3. Next, 12, see the numbers. 12 minus 3 is how much? 9. 9 plus 3n. Bring this 9 to other side. What it becomes? Plus becomes minus. 99 minus 9 is 90. 90 equals to 3n. Here 3 is multiplied to n. So when you take to other side, what it becomes? 90. Multiplication becomes division. So now divide it. 3 ones are 3 3s are 9 and 0. So n is equals to 30. So you got n. So what was the question? How many 2-digit numbers are divisible by 3? So there are 30. Therefore there are 30 2-digit numbers. Which are divisible by 3. Next, second question. Determine the AP whose third term is 16 and the 7th term exceeds the 5th term by 12. So what they have asked, you want to find the AP. Determine AP whose third term. What is that? What they have given third term means A3. Third term is 16 and the 7th term, so that is A7. 7th term exceeds. Exceeds means you have to add. When you get exceed, remember you have to add it. Exceeds the 5th term by 12. So you have to add to 5th term. 5th term is A5 by 12. So you are adding 12. Understood? Exceeds the 5th term by 12. For the 5th term you are adding 12. Now you want to find AP. To find AP, what and all you require? A and D is required. First term is not mentioned, D is also not mentioned. Using this given two data, you have to find A and D. First, elaborate it. How can you write A3? A3 is equals to what? A plus 2D, right? We can write A3 as A plus 2D. A plus 2D is 16. take this as first equation. Then take this one. Next, a7 is equals to a5 plus 12. This also elaborate it. How will you write? A plus 6d is equals to a5 means a plus 4d plus 12. Bring this all terms this side. Only number you can write, keep this side. So a plus 6d, when you bring this to other side, plus becomes minus. Minus a minus 4d is equals to 12. So plus and minus a cancels. 6d minus 4d, 2d is remaining. 2d is equals to 12. 2d equals to 12. So we want d, right? Take this to other side. 2 is multiplied to d. So when you take to other side, what it becomes? Multiplication becomes division. 12 by 2. So 2 ones are 2, 6 are 12. So you got d is equals to 6. Substitute this. Substitute d equals to 6 in first equation. What is the first equation? This, right? A plus 2d is equals to 16. You have to substitute in this. A plus 2d equals to 6. Substitute here. A plus 2 into d means 6 is equals to 16. A plus 2 6 are 12 is equals to 16. Then keep variable term one side and numbers one side. So take this 12 to other side. This is plus, right? When you take to other side, it becomes minus. 16 minus 12. So a to 16 minus 12 is 4. Now you got a and d. A equals to 4, d equals to 6. Now you can write the AP. So first term will be 4. Second term is what? You are adding to the first term, you are adding d. 4 plus 6, that becomes 10. Then again what you have to do? You have to add fixed number d to the preceding term. 10 plus 6 is 16, comma, etc. goes on like this. So you got the required AP. Students, take down this homework question. You have to solve these questions in your homework book. First question. The 17th term of an AP exceeds its 10th term by 7. Find the common difference. Means so 17th term exceeds its 10th term by 7. Exceeds means what I said. You have to add. So 17th term A17 will be A10 plus 7. Then using that given data, you have to find the common difference D. Next, how many 3-digit numbers are divisible by 7? As I have done one before, same like that you have to solve this also. 3-digit number. I have done 2-digit number. This is 3-digit number. Next, how many multiples of 4 lie between 10 and 250? Like this only you have to do this. Multiples of 4 you have to write, and the number should be between 10 and 250. Next, an AP consists of 50 terms, of which third term is 12 and the last term is 106. Find the 29th term. So what they have given? The AP consists of 50 terms. So totally there are 50 terms. In that, third term is A3 is 12 and the last term means 50 terms, right, total. So A50 will be 106. A3 is 12, A50 is 106. Find the 29th term. Using these two data, you have to find the 29th term, that is A29. Solve this in your homework book. Okay, thank you.